Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're working on the GX470 again. So what I'm going to be doing today is changing out the turn signals on these headlights. I recently changed the headlights and I just put the OEM amber ones in there, but I wasn't really happy with the output of them, plus the amber color. In addition, these light bulbs act as a DRL, so they get really hot and they melt the inside of the lens. So in today's video, we're going to go ahead and change those out to LED. In addition, we have to put in load resistors, so we reduce the hyper flashing on here. So stay tuned. As I said earlier, these things act like a DRL. They're like 15 watts, but eventually that 15 watts melts the inside of the housing and the little lens that's inside of there, that diffuser lens. As you can see right here on the video I'm showing, this is the inside of the old headlight I took out of here, and it's totally melted. So in order to get into there, you actually have to take everything else apart here. It's really not that hard to get in there. You can probably get your hand down here once you take all these panels off. The only problem is trying to get the load resistors in. We need some room, and plus I want to do the load resistors with some solder and heat shrink, so that way it's a nice solid connection. But in order to do that, we basically have to take everything else apart. If you need to know how to take this whole bumper apart and the headlights off, check out my previous video on this when I was changing out the headlights. I go through all of that. I'll have a link right up here if you need to get to that. So these are the Novsight 1156 bulbs. I've been using Novsights for all my ISs in the last year or so, and also on my Sienna. They've been working with me to get these bulbs and actually test them out and use them, and I've been pretty happy with them. On the IS, I'm using them on the front and the rear, and they're super bright and they look really nice at night. So we'll go ahead and use these on the GX for the DRLs / turn signals. So with Novsight, you could also get the load resistors from them. This is a set of load resistors that I have here from Novsight. As you can see, it comes with the quick connects, and 90% of the people are probably just going to use the quick snaps just to tap into the existing, but I'd like to go above and beyond by just soldering these things for a nice solid connection, and that's what I'm going to do today. All right, we were able to take the whole bumper off and access everything down here. So you can see I have access to the actual plug here. So you want to inspect your plug, make sure everything's still good in here. It is not overly burnt. As you can see in here, this thing is a little bit burnt, but it's not disintegrated yet. So you can still reuse this for the LED. I went ahead and just used a self tapper right into the sheet metal. One right there holds it right there, so that way we could dissipate the heat onto the actual sheet metal and keep it cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and install the lights and do the other side off camera, and we're gonna see how this thing turns out. Hey guys, thanks for joining me on this quick video on upgrading those turn signals as well as DRLs for this GX470. As you can see, those Novsight bulbs make a huge difference in making the DRL look much better with it being LED, as well as having a better flasher and less chance to melt your actual lenses and the housing and everything, as well as the sockets. The sockets on these GX470s get melted because of that DRL. As you can see, the hardest part was doing the load resistors, but once you get past that part, everything else is pretty much plug and play. Just getting access to it by removing the bumper and all that is a big pain in the ass, but at least it won't be hyper flashing and you won't have any issues later. If you guys found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on bell notifications to get notified every time I upload a video. For all these different DIY projects, if I can do it, you guys can do it. I want to thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time.